on the front vowels are fem, I think, but what about all these other cuties? Yes, for the most part, I'm pretending like the symbols on this chart are the only vowels in existence. You're gonna have to sue me. Damn. Close friend and rounded is actually an interesting place to start, since while she's probably femme, she's not really distinct enough for me to say for sure. Like your mom's best friend who you've never met and have only heard stories of. It pains me to say this, but not straight. E, on the other hand, is definitely a woman, but in such a different way that it seems difficult to identify as anything I'm familiar with. Slightly higher. Is entirely unsure and probably will be forever. The most real out of anyone here. Near close, near front rounded is mask for sure, maybe half envy from his parents' side, but still unfortunately not for me. A feels like the one token cishet in the group who gets along with everyone but is sure he has nothing queer going on. I respect it, but it's not getting any points, sorry. A is agender, so there's really no escaping it. A is still definitely figuring stuff out. He said they use any pronouns, but just between us, it definitely wouldn't feel straight for me to say her. A is a furry trans femme, and here's how I can prove it. A is an easy S. I don't think anyone will deny that. And just below it, A is literally me. So I guess it would be the most not straight for me to say her. S. Open front rounded is a specter you see one time at the queer center, and just as quickly as they enter your vision, they're gone again. You're never sure if they were real or merely your eyes and brain manifesting. You walk home simultaneously fearing and hoping that they're following you, but when you look back, they never are. At least, as far as you can see. Unranked. Close back rounded is simple, since he's just the most normal guy you've ever met. Is the uncle you have who's probably envy if they ever actually thought about it, but seems fine with whatever happens. Okay, cool. Near close, near back rounded is Oo's drag persona. None of us are surprised, but this does do numbers to their straightness score. Ooh inspired me to make this video in the first place, since it's so obviously stock masculinity that it kinda hurts. Maybe in another timeline he would have been nice to get to know and have a few beers with, but I'll have to pass. Close mid back on rounded, on the other hand, is some kind of envy for sure. Open mid-back rounded is too queer in the brain to be queer in the flesh. Aw is an interesting character and definitely has something going on beneath the surface. I feel like they'll figure out something at some point, so we'll just say I'm pre-ordering. Aw is definitely mask, but in a way that fits any situation. Except my mouth, sorry. Aw is similar, but is too sophisticated for frivolous things such as gender. Is a neopronouns user for sure, or they kind of spin a wheel to decide fair pronouns for the day. Never straight, but always weird. Don's rounded sister is the same, but with she, her mixed in to keep you on your toes. Close mid central and rounded is mask, but in a femme way, if you know what I mean. Will has lived away from humans his entire life, and so has no concept of gender. Is femme, but in a mask way, if you know what I mean. Open mid central rounded is some gender not yet known. Mid A and O are twins who traded genders at some point. Take that however you will. Central A is NB, no doubt, and entirely unreadable past that. They're the kind of vowel that makes straight people of all kinds nervous when they're around. Schwa is arrow ace, so it wouldn't exactly be straight to articulate them, just platonic. An upside down two-story A is the same gender as you, so never straight. I will not accept criticism of anything I've said. I'm always right.